Hey guys, this is Chris Johnson with Upscale Method. I have spent close to $200,000 on hiring people on Upwork, and I want to share some insights with freelancers that are on Upwork looking to get more work, more jobs, more pay, more money. So I want to teach you a few things. Today I'm just going to focus on three main areas. The title, the photo, and the description. I'll go over these three areas in detail with you right now just so you can start to optimize your Upwork profile and get more jobs. So let's head right into this. So let's say I'm looking for a Shopify developer. So now here's where Upwork's giving me the best options that it can. So these are all, of course, going to be sorted by what Upwork thinks I'm going to actually hire. So to get in the top positions, how do you do that? Well, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Upwork is optimizing, of course, to make money. So Upwork is going to try to give me the best results for me because Upwork wants to keep me as a happy customer. So it's really obvious. You have to have really high job success rates and, really good experience. This guy has done over $200,000 earned doing Shopify development projects and things like that. The next one, this guy has a lot of experience, really good high success rate, those types of things. So these are really key metrics that people are going to be looking for if you're hiring on Upwork. We want reliability. We want to make sure that the job is going to be done correctly and on time and without any extra hassles and things like that. So beyond this, though, let's say you're just starting out, you're brand new, you don't have any job success scores, you don't really have anything else out there. So how can you break into the market? Well, some people that come to Upwork, they're going to be hiring you because maybe they just want to be cheap, and they're going to look for somebody in the low end of the spectrum. These might be too expensive for some people. Maybe they just want some cheap, some cheap work done. So if that's the case, then you can price yourself low at the beginning, but don't stay there. And then once they're let's go through the filters. Let's say, yeah, I want somebody $10 and below per hour. So I search. So now these people may not have as much experience. So it could be risky for me. So I could be going through here. There could be, this guy's only earned $50, $200. So they haven't done a lot of work, and so there's not a lot of reliability. There's no 100% success scores and all this kind of stuff. So for me to hire here, this could be a really risky situation. However, if I'm trying to save money and give somebody a chance at showing their potential, this might be a good opportunity to do that. So how are you going to stand out? Well, it turns out that if this is my keyword, Shopify developer, then I probably want to see in the title here something about Shopify and developer, and that's what Upwork is going to do. So if you want to show up in the top area, make sure that you have Shopify and developer in the top. Now look, if I go to the next one, it says experienced web developer, and probably in here somewhere it says Shopify. I'm not seeing it. Okay, but yeah, it's there. And then okay, there's Shopify developer probably, and web developer. Probably somewhere in here it says Shopify. There it is, Shopify development, Shopify developer. But in this case, it actually should be fairly easy to get up to the top there. Shopify. So all you have to do is put this in your title, Shopify developer, in the title. And don't get really scattered. Don't try to get every single job out there, because if you're looking at it from an employer's perspective, somebody that's trying to hire you to do some work, they want to be certain that you can do what you say you can do. So if you say you can do Shopify development and you can do CSS and you can do WordPress and you can do Magento and on and on and on, the more things you can do, the more confusing it is going to be to the person trying to hire you. They're going to think, well, really, can you do everything perfectly? Probably not. So you're actually decreasing your credibility, even though you're trying to share, hey, I know how to do everything. The chances are that you don't have 10 years of experience or 20 years of experience in every single niche possible, right? Nobody has that. So it's really important to specify exactly what it is that you do and be very focused on that. So if I wanted to show up at the top here for under $10 an hour, I would put Shopify developer, Shopify designer, Shopify theme designer, those kinds of things that I can actually do if I actually have those skills. I put those up there in the title and be very clear that I have Shopify skills, talk about Shopify in the description, and make sure the whole thing is just really rich and interesting and very detailed about exactly how do I work on Shopify and how do I help my Shopify clients. And here's some examples of Shopify sites I've worked on, things like that. So this is just for Shopify. We could do anything though here. We can say, let's say Python debugging. Let's just say. So maybe that's a bad. Oh yeah, it's all Python here. Python testing. There, web testing. So this probably isn't a very common term, but ideally you'd want to show up for the top. You'd want somebody that says Python testing, web testing, Python debugging, things like that should be in the title, so that it's very related to the intention behind the keyword. So those are some just real quick tips there. So my main point is that you need to be very specific about what it is that you do. Put that in your title, show examples of what you've actually done in your description. Let's go into the description here real quick. So this is what I mean by description, just so you know. And there's, yeah, you can go a little bit more. So this is where you'd want to show your actual expertise and examples of your work mainly. That's what people really care about. They want to know, can you do it? Do you have proof that you can do it? And try to keep it focused on your main search keywords, because again, if you try to prove that you can do everything, sometimes it doesn't work out, because if the keyword is Shopify, for example, or Python or whatever, they don't want to get distracted with all the hundreds of other things that you might be able to do. They want to know exactly what it is that you can do for sure, and then you have a higher chance of getting picked. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing that people don't realize is that your picture actually matters a lot. So let's take a look at these photos for a minute here. This one's black and white. It's not going to stand out as much if it's black and white. Usually you want colorful. A little bit more colorful stands out. See, it's just a little bit more color there. A little bit bigger, bigger face. You can actually, it's a little bit more clear and a little bit more trustable when you can see somebody's face. Also, people should try to smile. Try to be a bit happier. Like, there's a lot of people here that, like, are you going to click on somebody that's just not happy? I don't know. Like, it feels like scary sometimes if the person's not happy. Why are they frowning? I don't know. Why are they so upset? This person's a bit happy. He's got his head tilted to the side a bit to show a little bit of friendliness and openness. Things like that can help, But he's a little bit small in the frame, so it's hard to see him. This is not a bad picture, but I think the lighting could be better and he could be happier and maybe a bit more colorful. This is all face. I think to make somebody feel a bit more human, it's nice to show a bit of the shoulders, just so that it feels a bit more human instead of just a face. So I think this is a little bit better. This is not bad with a tie and suit. That can be pretty professional. A blue suit can help a lot. He might be fairly new here, but that's not bad. I think the lighting could be just a little bit better. You want a little bit of backlighting and just a little bit more. You don't want to have yourself in the shadows. What you're trying to do here is build trust, right? So here I'm just doing a Shopify search, going deep down. The main thing to remember is you want to stand out. You want to look professional. You want to look trustable. You want to look somewhat authoritative and nice, like somebody that you can connect with and trust. So that's the kind of feeling you want to get across with your photos. I don't want to overdo this. There's a lot. I'm not a photographer, but if you do know a photographer that can help you out, definitely go with a good photographer. It helps a lot, because this is going to be one of the first things that the brain is going to be unconsciously assessing and basically judging you on. Unconsciously, this happens. People are going to be judging, is this somebody I can trust? Is this somebody that's competent? Is this somebody I want to work with? So yeah, try to show off a friendly, trustable appearance and really good lighting and try to stand out a bit more. Okay, I'm just going to go over a few more here. So yeah, this is good to have a little bit of a blurred out background. You want to be focused on the face. Lighting is a little bit cold and in the shadows a bit too much. This one's brighter and better. I think that's a good example. This one I think is really bright and friendly, and he's also tilted his head to the side, so he's got a little bit of that friendliness, that kind of playful friendliness that makes people think you're a bit more open to connecting. And then the fact that he's kind of off to the side, like there's a lot of space there, that actually kind of draws the eye in with just a bit more curiosity, because it's different, right? It's different. Like everybody else is kind of in the middle. He's just a little bit off to the side, so that can really draw you in. And I don't know if that's the reason why he's making more. It's probably not, but it's, it probably makes a slight difference. So he has a slight edge when he's meeting people on Upwork. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to drive this point home to death, but yeah, there's a lot of different little things like that to look at. That's it, guys. In my next video, I'm going to show you a lot more about how to submit your proposals and get your bids accepted so you can actually get the job. So this is just kind of the aesthetics, the visual appearance on the front end, and kind of matching up with the keywords with your titles and descriptions. All that is very important to getting the job. Next, in the next video, I'll share a lot more about how to get those proposals and bids accepted and how to win on Upwork, because it's very competitive. And also, if you do need more help, coaching, consulting with your freelancing career, or if you're trying to double your revenue or grow to the next level beyond Upwork, let me know. That's my specialty. I love helping freelancers and agencies grow to the next level. So if you need anything at all, go to upscalemethod.com and I'll be right there. You can just fill out the form and I'll be able to help you out. Okay, thanks. I'll see you at the next video.